Hey guys, it's Robin White. I'm a website designer and the owner of Time to Task. And today I'd like to show you how to add a user to your WordPress website. So here we are in the WordPress dashboard, and at the left, we are going to go and select users. And we're going to go to Add New. And that will take us into an area that asks us for a bunch of information that we'll need to create a new user. Now, I'm not actually going to create a user, but I'll go over what each of these fill-in forms is for. So the first one is a username, and you'll want to come up with a username for the user. Make sure that you don't use the word admin in your username. And the reason for that is WordPress websites are amongst the most hacked websites on the planet. And it's simply because WordPress powers the largest number of websites on the planet. So by that very nature of it, they get hacked proportionally more because there are more of them. So admin is a word that a lot of hackers will use when they're trying to come up with a username. So stay away from that. Make it something unique. Use an email address. That is also required. And then you can put in a first name and a last name and a website if you want to, but those fields are not required. So you by no means need to do that. WordPress will automatically generate a strong password for you, which you can use, or you can change that later to a password that you would like to use. And what I would say is if you are creating your own password, you do want to make it a strong password. So you definitely want to use a mixture of upper and lowercase letters, characters and symbols, and numbers as well. Then you have an option to send the new user an email about their account. It is automatically checked off, and I recommend that you keep that checked off purely because that's the easiest way to notify someone that you've set them up as a user on your website, and also that gives them the opportunity to then go in and alter the password to something that they'd like it to be. Role, that's a really important selection for you to make. And there are 5 different options for roles: subscriber, contributor, author, editor, and administrator. The first 4 really have to do with blogging. And whether you have people writing blog posts for you and you want them to be able to upload them to your website themselves, things like that. Subscriber, contributor, author, and editor all have limited capabilities of what they're actually able to do in the back end of your website. But administrator is able to do everything, change everything, completely wipe out your website. So basically, you want to be really careful who you're giving administrator rights to and make sure you know the person well and you trust them. So once you choose the level of role that you'd like to give a person, you would then click this blue button, Add New User, and then that person is a new user on your WordPress website. In order to see all the users on your website, you would click All Users, and that would bring up the area where all of your users are listed. And you have the option to edit different users and remove or delete users as well. So if you have set somebody up as a user in the past and you don't want them to have access anymore, you can absolutely delete them, and that action would be done from this control panel area. I hope you guys found that useful. If you did, it would be great if you could click subscribe, and I hope you have a fantastic day.